mean, we are the big loser. If you look at access fees going in, we would be paying out more than we would when you don't know if you're going to have any income coming in. I think it'll dynamically change the market. I think what we see in the other markets is that volumes have gone up significantly. I believe it'll bring new competition to the space.
I mean, I just think that at the end of the day, this is a very low margin business.
You know, I think that cost gets passed on to the end customer, which is, you know, mom and dad buying stock through their, you know, online broker or their regional broker, whatever it may be. But, you know, at the end of the day, I don't think this marketplace can support that, or I don't think the dealers can sustain that expense, and we'll just have to pass it on. And that just raises the cost of trade for, you know, for everybody.
Yeah, that's one final unique market structure we haven't discussed. In NMS, you can only really charge an access fee if you're an exchange or an ATS. In this marketplace, market makers are going to be able to charge access fees, agency brokers are going to be able to charge access fees, and so will ATSs. So, you know, and, you know, at Pink OTC, we'll build a facility for market makers to bill each other back and forth on Pink Link business and net it, and if that is where the market goes. But we're not going to stick our finger in the access fee pie, because that should be dynamic. Firms should decide if they want to charge access fees, what amounts they want to charge access fees, and there'll be a whole dynamic range on the backside to their customers, the correspondent firms. And, you know, I mean, Matt brings up a point, access fees will come, and will it be a marketplace where everyone charges access fees if they're an exchange or ATS, which is listed, or will it be a marketplace like the options market where 20% charge access fees and 80% don't? And, because, you know, right now, ARCA has a pretty, as structured, it's a higher margin business, and will you not charge access fees and make more because more limit order display will be out there and try and drive that, or will you go to full access fee on everyone in a rebate model? I mean, I think those are the questions of where the market goes.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'd like to take this time to open it up for questions from the audience. Does anybody have any?
You know, it's always great to hear about rules and making this market like that market. Well, what I think everybody's forgetting is why pinks and bulletin boards exist. It's the capital formation that puts money into the hands of the people that drive the business that turns our country forward in the future. And in the last 25 years of doing this, I can think of maybe 10 or 15 companies that started on a bulletin board that traded $54 on the New York, and that's how it works. If you turn this into the big casino that NMS has become, that's even less money into the people at the end. So from the standpoint of rulemaking from FINRA, do you have any thoughts towards turning it back towards what it's economically designed to do, or are we just making a better, faster casino?
I mean, I think your question goes to Cromwell's point too, which is that at the end of the day, it's the issuer quality of the space is key. And another part of this rule package we're coming out with is a UPC controls that'll basically give us a lot more authority to find requests for corporate actions deficient, renaming. So reverse mergers that are, you know, a prime source of microcap fraud are something we're really going to look to tighten the screws on. And part of this, some of the things we're thinking about is asking for greater authority to basically find requests fully deficient to stop them from happening. So I don't know if that totally answers your question, but it goes to the piece about trying to improve the underlying marketplace.